What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Country with Noah. Today I am going to talk about the ACMs 2025. So, I have a confession to make. When I watched this on Friday, I didn't finish the whole thing, but I googled all the awards and who won them and stuff like that. And thank you so much for helping me reach 14 subscribers on this channel. And I ask, if you enjoy my content and you haven't subscribed yet and you've been coming back to the videos, please subscribe. It will really help me out, and because it will help share my love of anything said in the South and all the other stuff I cover, rock music, the gospel music, the country music on here as well. So I ask that you please subscribe. But from what I did see of the CM, like I watched like half of it, because unfortunately, even though it's on Amazon Prime, I thought it was like it would always stay on Amazon Prime. Unfortunately, it's there the day of the awards and the day after, and I didn't finish it on the day after. So that was my bad, but I still want to talk about the CMA awards. So we're gonna break down all the awards and like my favorite performances of the night that I saw. So probably my like one of the like this is ACM's 60 years of ACM, so they put out all the stops. So like they had Leanne Rimes, uh they had Reba, uh they had Dan and Shay, they had Quint Black, they had Blake Shelton, they had Rascal Flatts and Backstreet Boys, they had Keith Urban, they had Chris Stapleton, they had basically everybody in country music. Basically everybody in country music, if performed. Like Carrie wasn't there, from what I saw, but they showed her in a clip. But the presenter lineup was crazy. Like, just the presenter lineup. So they had, like, Gabby Barrett present an award. Martina McBride, Sarah Evans, and a bunch of other people announce awards. So it was stacked. Like, this show was stacked. So, like, the four favorite performances that, again, I saw that from me were the first one where you had Reba, Quint Black, Leanne Rimes, and Dan and Shay perform, and Little Big Town perform. The Kelsey Ballerini performance was dope. She performed Baggage. Even though I didn't see this one, I saw this one on YouTube. Shout out to whoever posted it on YouTube. The Rascal Flatts and Backstreet Boys performance was crazy good, right? And Blake Shelton's performance of Texas was dope as well. So now let's talk about the awards. So Chris Stapleton won Best Vocalist of the Year, which you can't fight that, dude. Like, you can't fight that, dude. Like, Chris Stapleton is one of the best vocalists in country music, in my opinion. You can't fight that, bro. We'll talk about the ones. Lainey Wilson won Entertainer of the Year again. In my personal opinion, now I like Lainey Wilson a lot. Like, I didn't when I first got into country music, but she's grown on me. Like, she's like a Blake Shelton where she's grown on me, right? Personally, and this is just personally, and congratulations to Lainey and all her success and stuff like that. Personally, I would have loved to seen the Entertainer of the Year go to Jelly Roll or go to Cody Johnson, right? That's just me. And again, I like Lainey Wilson a lot. I like her music a lot. I like her character in Yellowstone a lot. So yeah, and she's grown on me. You got now for For all the other awards, again, I didn't watch the whole thing, but I'm gonna talk about the award that I really disagreed with, and again, guys, all the respect to the group that won it. Or no, I have two more awards to talk about. So, Brooks and Dunn won Duo of the Year, and I got to see Dan and Shay almost a year ago with my mom in last August. And dude, Shay is right up there with Carrie Underwood in terms of vocal ability, bro. Like I cannot. If you haven't seen Dan and Shay yet, Shay Mooney is like the one of, if not the best vocalist, male vocalist I have seen. And I come from the R&B world, right? So I grew up on R&B music and hip hop music. So, for me to say that, for example, I saw Chris Brown, Usher, and Dan and Shay last year. Bruh, Shay's vocals were insane, bro. So, personally, I would have given it to Dan and Shay. Again, Brooks and Dunn are legends, and Ronnie Dunn is a great, great, great singer. But I would have given it to Dan and Shay. Now, let's talk about the award I didn't agree with. So, Group of the Year. Old Dominion won it. I am not the biggest Old Dominion fan, right? I don't mind their music, but I am not the biggest Old Dominion fan. I think and this is just my personal opinion, out of the big groups in country music, so Rascal Flatts, Dan and Shay, Lady A, Little Big Town, I think Matt Ramsey is the weakest vocalist out of all of them. And I am a big vocal guy, and I admit that. Like, it doesn't matter what genre I'm in. It doesn't matter what genres I'm in. If I'm listening to a singer, if I'm listening to a singer in R&B, pop, Latin music, country, doesn't matter. Like, your vocals have to be good, right? In terms, for me, right? And I think the Old Dominion, Matt Ramsey, I think is his name. I think he's a decent singer, but you guys know I've shared my love of Gary LaVox here, right? You guys know, I think for those that don't know, I think the three best voices in country music, and one of them I think is the best vocalist of all time, but I think the three best voices in country music, in my opinion, or the four best voices, are Carrie Underwood, but Carrie Underwood at number one, Shay Mooney from Dan and Shay, Gary LaVox from Rascal Flatts, and Trisha Yearwood. Those are my four. Those. And you guys know what I think of Carrie Underwood, and those those four are, in my opinion, the best vocalists in country music. So, I personally, and I know, because even my mom, who's a massive Rascal Flatts fan, said, Rascal Flatts just came back. Old Dominion did a lot this year. And my mom is an Old Dominion fan, right? She actually, I don't want to see them in concert. I have nothing against them, as I said. It's just their music. Like, I don't mind their music, but I feel if I'm going to go to somebody in any genre, like, see them in concert, since concerts are a lot of money. It's one of my favorite things to do, but I only go to people in concert that I really, really, really want to see, right? Or sometimes I'm introduced to new artists, right? But I've heard Old Dominion's music, and again, I don't mind it, but I do not want to see them in concert. And I just finished telling you that congratulations to them, though, because they've won it the most times. But in my personal opinion, Rascal Flatts should have just won it based off of the fact that Gary LaVox is one of the best vocalists you'll ever hear, right? In my personal opinion, right? Now, I'm not that familiar. Like, I've heard, like, Old Dominion has a lot of hits. I've heard those hits. And again, Matt Ramsey is a decent singer, right? A decent singer, in my opinion. And again, congratulations to Old Dominion for winning the award, right? But in my opinion, Rascal Flatts should have won it. That's just my opinion. So yeah, in terms of the show that I did get to watch, like the half of it I did get to watch, it was a great show. And yeah, so those are my thoughts on the CMA Awards. The ACM Awards. There's so many award shows, y'all. The ACM Awards. And yeah, for 2025. And thank y'all so much for watching. And I hope you have a great day.